What's up, guys? Back in the garage. Back up on the Bronco again. So today, or this time around, we are going to get rid of the power steering pump and the power steering box. And we are going to upgrade to new box, new pump, new lines and brackets, bolts, the whole 9 yards. This is the Wild Horses conversion kit. This is the quick ratio with the heavy duty pump and the brand new. This is all brand new components. Nothing is rebuilt. That is one of the reasons why I went with this. So here's just some of the stuff on it. It's a quick ratio steering system. So if you look at some of my previous videos on my Bronco, I have a lot of play in my steering wheel. I believe it's all coming from the box. We rebuilt the steering column. We put the new lower shaft on. We have replaced many steering components. If you watch my earlier videos, you can see what I've done so far. None of that really helped. It helped out a lot with how the vehicle drove and how it handled, but we still need more. Got a lot of horsepower now. The vehicle kind of tracks a little bit on the road, and I've noticed that in one direction, when it tracks, I have to turn the steering wheel almost 3/4 of a turn before the front wheels react. So there's a lot of slop. So we're going to fix that, hopefully, in this next segment. As you can see, I've got the adjustable track bar. I've got the tie rod ends and drag link all adjustable and everything. I've got a new pitman arm down there and everything. New shocks, new C bushings, a lot of new stuff. Had the shop check out a lot of my other stuff, and that was actually in good shape. Had the front end aligned. So this is the next logical step. Plus, I get a quick ratio steering system out of it, which I think will be a nice upgrade. So I don't know how much, if any of this, I'm going to be able to film. I may come back and show you after I've got all this stuff taken out and out of the way. And then once I got the new stuff in, come back and see how everything works. And then we'll take it out for a test drive and see how she handles on the road. But that's what we're doing today. The new project, or the latest project, to come down the pike for the Bronco. All right, check back with you later. All right, guys, it took a bit of doing, but there it is. The old steering box, the old power steering pump, cooler, everything's out. Got a big hole. Got the coupler off the bottom of the steering shaft. Going to have to replace that with a new one. But yeah, got everything out, and we're getting ready to start mounting up the new one. You can't really see it really good. There you can. The frame looks excellent. There is no cracking or anything in the frame and the frame rail where the box mounts. So very happy about that. All right, we're going to keep moving on. We'll get this put back together. Check you later. All right, guys, here we are. We've got the box installed. We're getting ready to move on with some of the other stuff. But the problem that I've run into is the instructions are kind of vague. And since I'm not, a power steering guru or a tech or anything like that. Kind of curious as to which one of these is the high side, which one is the return. So putting that on. The instructions are a little vague from Wild Horses. I've looked around, can't find any videos on this, so I don't know if I'm going to have to give them a call or what I'm going to do at this point. The installation is straightforward. It is pretty simple. Hopefully, they say you can do it with the radiator in. I'm hoping that's the case because I really don't want to pull my radiator. I got the box on and I can definitely put the shaft back together. I wanted to center the box, which I think I've almost got it done. I ran it back a couple of times, back and forth, and kind of got the pitman arm where it lines up with the drag link, and the wheels are centered on the truck right now. So I think I'm pretty darn close to having it centered. But anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. I'll get back to you in a little bit. All right, guys. She's in. We got the new box, new lines, new pump, new brackets. Everything went in pretty well. Not too many problems. Last thing I have to do is tighten up the steering shaft. I wanted to make sure everything was centered before I tightened everything up. But I have put fluid in it, started it, and it turned so much better than my old steering system. And my old steering system even had a new pump on it, the stock style pump. But this is the Wild Horses brand new quick ratio. So far so good. Now I got to tighten everything back up, and then we'll probably go for a test drive. All right. See you after the test drive. All right, guys. This is a wrap on the power steering replacement video. I did take it for a test drive. I did get delayed. And I took it for a test drive, and it drives very well. There is absolutely no play or slop in the steering wheel anymore. This is the quick ratio steering that I bought from Wild Horses. Watch my other videos. Very quick ratio, very touchy, and responsive to what I was used to before. And the reason why I'm filming in my garage and it's a little dark is because it's been really windy, and I just can't get my door open to the garage without having a bunch of wind noise. So next thing is we're going to replace the steering wheel. Going to get one on order and get it coming in, but I'm going to have to get used to driving it with such a responsive steering wheel, and with the suspension, pretty tight, pretty stiff. I went over a bump the other day and I had my hand on the steering wheel, and when I went over the bump, I went like that and the whole truck went off. It wasn't good. So gonna have to get used to driving it, and used to the responsiveness of the new steering system. So hopefully that's all it's going to take. I don't know if I could slow down the steering a little bit and make it a little less quick, maybe with a smaller pulley on the pump. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to drive it around some more. I'm going to put some more miles on it. I'm going to drive it when it's not so windy. I mean, windy enough to where, I was getting blown around in my lane in my regular vehicle. That's how windy it was. Probably 30, plus mile-an-hour winds with gusts. So we're going to have to wait until some better weather comes around. Go take her for a spin. But that's it. So far, so good. Everything is working good. Everything is acting how it's supposed to. Now it's just all about learning how to drive my truck all over again. All right, guys. Like I said, this is a wrap on the power steering pump replacement. If you haven't watched the other video, or I don't know if this is going to be one whole video, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But we'll talk to you later, guys.